Happy Halloween, guys! How are you today? Hocus Pocus chat tonight. Yes, another glorious Instagram chat makes me sick. Hi, Karen. Hi, Emma. I'll add you in. So I smell some guests, so I'm going to add them in now, if I can. Oh, I'm not sure who I've just invited. Send request. Hi, Brooker.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Just trying to add Emma.
I'm trying to get
No
my thing
worries.
set
Hi,
up.
Emma. Wow.
Hello!
Wow. Look at you
Hi,
guys.
everyone!
Hi, Josh.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Oh, wow. You look amazing.
We're all looking a bit washed out.
We are. In sunlight.
Looking a bit, oh, we've lost Brooker. Looking a bit pasty there. I'll try and add Brooker back in.
You look amazing, guys.
Yeah, you guys too.
I love your eyes, Emma. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Love it.
Stick on from Claire's.
You're back, Brooker.
All right. I hope I'm back.
Don't worry. If you drop out, then we'll just add you back in. It's fine. No problem.
We'll summon you back.
We'll summon you back like the devil.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
I hope you're all familiar
Happy Halloween.
with SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I gotta show you the whole ensemble. I even have
Oh,
wow.
That's so funny.
That's brilliant.
Oh,
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
You've even got the belts and everything. You've gone all out there. I love it.
I might take the starfish off in a little bit because it is giving me a little bit of a headache.
Oh gosh.
Oh, bless you.
Since it's like just wide enough to where my eyes still see it. So it's
Oh, you all look so good. Oh, happy Halloween.
You need to
guys.
take it off.
Oh,
I made everyone a cupcake.
Oh,
thank
wow.
you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hey, watch, there might be poison in those cupcakes. You know what Emma's like.
It is, Emma.
Well, thank you for joining us. And I'm just going to see if I can make the comments a bit bigger. There we go.
For some reason, there's like a little window at the bottom of my screen, and I can't see the bottom half of the screen. So just let me know if comments are coming through or whatever.
Oh yeah, I will do. I'll try and read out as many comments as I can as we go along. But
Gotcha.
yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. So I've got my very own Sanderson crew here with us tonight for our Hocus Pocus chat, and they have promised me next year that we can go trick or treating as Wendy and Peter Pan, and they will wear the tights. You've promised me, guys. You've promised me.
I'm already wearing tights right now.
TMI, Brooker. TMI. So we have got the fabulous Josh. He obviously doesn't need a potion to make him younger because just look at him. Wonderful. He looks as like 21. We have Emma with us tonight, who's luring us into her web as the queen of spiders. We've got Brooker, who's our special guest. So he's making a splash tonight as Mermaid Man from SpongeBob and looks awesome.
Yes.
And I'm Shelley. I'm casting a spell over you all this evening for calling me an old hag. I am clearly only 300 years old, so that is just rude. So thank you. My hat keeps falling off, so I do apologise for keep pulling it down. Yeah, if you've got any comments or anything, anyone watching, then let us know, and I'll try and read out. My hair keeps getting stuck to my face. So Hocus Pocus. We all know what it's about. It's like a family favourite film, but essentially it's about three witches who get resurrected after 300 years to exact revenge and a reign of terror over the town after Max, a young boy who moves to Salem with his family, lights a cursed candle with a black flame because he's a virgin.
Yes.
Yeah, so apparently Disney did buy the script for this film back in 1984, but they sat on the project for quite a while, for like 8 years or so. And the original title was actually going to be Disney's Halloween House. And it was meant to be like so much darker and scarier. But I'm so glad they didn't do that. Glad they did what they did. So Hocus Pocus was released in 1993, and it's become such a classic and something that people watch every year on Halloween, or even just for fun, not on Halloween. And it's got memorable lines, and it's just an instant hit. Apparently it was one of Disney's first productions to use like digital visual effects at the time as well. So why do you think that it's become such a classic, and does it hold like a special place in your heart? Should we start with you, Emma?
Yeah, I think it's just pure panto. I love it. It's it's an American movie, but it feels very British in that kind of panto way, with the witches. It's all, and I think that's what it is. I think that's part of its charm. I don't think there's anything that I can think of Halloween themed that's as panto as that.
Yeah.
Just brilliant.
And is it something that you watched when you were younger and then you've like carried it on?
No, actually, I didn't watch it when I was younger. No, I didn't. I must have been in my 20s when I watched it. So yeah, it's a firm favourite, but not something I don't remember watching it as a child at all. No.
Oh, okay.
So, question for Emma. So it still reigns as like a good movie for you, even though you watched it as an adult for the first time.
Yeah, I'm a big kid, so it absolutely. I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, this is great!" So yeah, no, it did.
Good.
Oh, how about you, Brooker? Why do you think it stayed such a classic, and does it hold like a special place in your heart at all?
It definitely holds a special place in my heart. I mean, I grew up with this movie. I mean, this movie came out my birth year, so I've literally had this movie like my whole life. My sister and I would catch it all the time. It was on like the Disney Channel around October. Yeah, I mean, I think like the reason why sorry, I have it actually going in the background on mute. Is
wow.
I think that the reason why it still lives very well today is just because it really captures like Halloween, like, because like it's Halloween night, there's trick or treating, witches, it goes back to Salem where, a lot of like, at least like Americans kind of think back to that in terms of like, witch culture or spookiness and everything like that. So, and it's just like a wild night for kids. So I think that's why it like still holds so true. And it's a story about siblings. So, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's so much fun. Like every time I watch it, there's something new that I find. How about you, Josh? Why do you think it's such a classic, and does it hold a special place for you?
This is one of my first sort of like obsessive watches where I went through a period, I think I was maybe in about 11, 12 years old, and I used to watch it every single day. I watched half of it before school, then I went to school, then I got home, and I watched the second half when I got home. So I went through like a weird loop of just watching it over and over and over again. And
Awesome.
I think partly that was because I had a massive crush on Omri Katz. It was one of my first crushes, basically. I was just obsessed with him. Just like perfect curtains, It was like baby Josh's first crush. But just there's just so much to love about it. The musical number is amazing. The three sisters are hilarious. You know, there's just so many fantastic moments. Just love it. What about you,
Yeah.
Shelley?
Yeah, I think I just remember it from when I was younger. So I think I would have been, so 93, so I would have been 12 when it came out. So it actually came out in July rather than what you'd think would be like a Halloween. So I think I was 12, and I remember actually going to the cinema to see it. I think my mom took me, and I just remember at the time, like, I'm a huge Bette Midler fan, and like even when I was younger, like, because my mom showed me Beaches with Bette Midler when I was quite young, and it etched on my brain so much. So Bette Midler to me was like the best actress ever, and I just loved her. So to see her in this when I was like 12 years old, it was just like mesmerizing. I just love her so much. I still do. I love you, Bette Midler. But yeah, it just like brings back memories, and now even when I watch it now, there's so many different things that I pick up on that I never noticed or I've forgotten about over time. It's really weird. It's just like little things sometimes. I think, I don't remember that, or I didn't pick that up before. So yeah, so it's just like pure nostalgia when I watch it for me. Just reminds me of my childhood.
The weird thing was when I watched it on video, I had taped it off TV, and they had actually edited it for TV. So when I first watched it on DVD, there's a whole sequence that wasn't ever shown on British TV because it was like pre-Watershed.
What was
Yeah,
that?
it's the moment where they get hanged at the start. On the
Yeah.
TV version, you just hear them like screaming at the door, and then suddenly it flashes forward to the classroom. But then suddenly, like on DVD, there's a whole other scene that I had no idea existed. I was like, what? It blew my mind.
Oh, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bit like Muppets Christmas Carol. I know it's not Christmas chat, but Muppets Christmas Carol.
It is tomorrow.
They cut out that whole. There's a whole song that just doesn't exist anymore on any version.
way.
Yeah.
Really?
And like So does anyone know this?
No.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so there's a whole song that they cut out. It's like a love song. And I can't remember the character's name off the top of my head, but basically it's Scrooge's love interest, and she actually sings a song, but they always cut it out. And apparently this year, apparently Disney might put it on with the song back in. And I'm like,
I remember the song.
Look how excited I am. I'm like so excited. But yeah, so Disney do that quite a lot, I think. I think they cut stuff out quite a lot, but it's always the good stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know why they do it. But I think it's mad. It's mad. I don't know why they do it.
Well, I don't know if we could really expect a lot of logic from Disney for releasing Hocus Pocus in July. So
yeah.
Apparently, though, didn't they do that because they didn't want to compete with The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah.
Was that the reason?
Yeah, because I think that came out.
And who would want to try and compete with that?
I think they kind of said, we're trying to catch like the school holiday kids market, releasing it in July. But really, I think it was because of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Tim Burton.
Yeah.
I think it's just a little bit smarter. Release Hocus Pocus in October, and then Nightmare Before Christmas in December. Just my take.
I kind of like that it was in July, though. Like, I think you can celebrate Halloween any month, any day.
Yeah.
True.
You know.
Yeah.
Every day is Halloween.
Yeah, Josh looks like this all the time, like 24/7. Karen's put, I think Max was super into murder. He burns 3 women in a fire, and he leaves Jay and Ice to die in cages, only stopping to steal back his shoes. Totally a low-key psycho. You're probably not far wrong there.
Yeah, I always wondered if Ice and the other guy ended up dying, just starting.
Yeah. Like, what happened to them? Do you think they'll
Aren't
be
they
in
in
the
the closing? They're in
sequel?
the closing credits, aren't they? They're still in the cage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
singing
Yeah.
"Row, row, row your boat." Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's such a funny scene. I love that
I
scene.
don't think that was the most psycho thing he did, though, Max. I think the most crazy thing he did was ask that girl out in front of his whole class. Like,
That was
you've
that
only
was
just
very
moved there
bold.
and you've like got.
Cocky.
Do you know
It was
what?
very bold. I
Yeah,
thought,
Yeah.
who
very,
does
very
that?
bold.
That's psycho.
And she kind of just sits there and she's like, I would have been like, go away,
Yeah, like,
go away.
stop it, please.
I love how much older she looks than everybody else as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
she
like
does, doesn't
clearly
she?
late 20s.
Yeah, bless her.
So talking about characters then, so we'll start with the Sanderson sisters. So obviously we've got Winifred, played by the divine Bette Midler. She has been known to say that Hocus Pocus is actually one of her favourite films that she has done. See, I'm a Bette Midler fangirl. But Winifred essentially she absorbs children's life forces. She likes flying, making potions, studying dark magic from her spell book, and worshipping Satan and basically torture.
Great gal.
Yeah, what a great gal. Then we have Mary, who's played by, and I can never, Josh will correct me, or Brooker or somebody, her name, Kathy Najimy? Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, did I get that right?
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
Whose actual real dog was used in the film. Her dog was the devil's dog that runs out of the devil's house.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So Mary loves tracking down children. She loves pleasing Winifred. She likes being right. She worships Satan. She likes eating, she likes witchcraft, and she likes television. She's essentially
And
me.
And Cheetos. She likes Cheetos too.
Yeah. And then we've got Sarah, played by Sarah Jessica Parker, who I also love. She likes having fun, being youthful. She likes men. She likes boys. She likes seducing men, seducing boys, worshipping Satan. She likes candy, spiders, witchcraft, torture, and singing.
And her rat's tail.
And her rat's
And
tail.
her rat.
So out of the Sanderson sisters then, who was your favourite? Brooker, who was your favourite?
Oh, that one's really tough. I mean, Sarah gets the most laughs out of me just because of how like dim-witted she is, and like this little, kind of like stupid stuff she says. Like that little part where she keeps joyfully dancing and singing amok amok amok. Like always gets like a laugh out of us.
Dead man's toe.
So
and a dead
she's pretty
man's
fun.
toe.
But like I don't know, when they're all three together, they're like the Three Stooges, and like they play off each other so well. So it's hard to pick, but I guess Sarah, just because I get the most laughs out of her or from her.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Josh?
I love Winifred the most, I think. Because she's clearly like really twisted and evil and not a nice person, but she's also like got this childlike vulnerability to her where she's like, oh, you really hurt my feelings. And, it's just like such a weird conundrum. I love her. And she gets that cool lightning power as well. She throws people around with lightning and stuff. Awesome.
Yes, I love the Sith Force lightning in this.
Yeah.
Kat's put, of course, this is Brooker's fiance, Kat.
Oh, she's in the other room watching?
Of course, Brooker's favourite is Sarah. Roll the eye emoji.
Oh, geez, here we go.
Oh, how about you, Emma? Who's your favourite?
I like Winifred as well, but Holly, actually, my youngest, has never seen it before and watched it with us the other day, and she liked Sarah. And I think maybe Sarah's probably, it's between the two. I think I like both of them. If you mash them both together and they were one person, that would be like the perfect witch, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So Sarah is, I think Sarah's always been my favourite. I just love like the way that she just repeats everything and like she dances around and she's just got so much energy. And then obviously that line, "I'm beautiful, boys will love me."
That is the Jenny line.
I
But
feel bad for Mary now.
I know, but I was
Poor
just going
Oh,
to
Mary.
poor
say
Mary.
on this rewatch, I actually did really like Mary because I think I relate to her more now I'm older.
Lying on the Hoover.
Yeah.
Yeah, always. I just did that earlier.
Well, Mary is kind of like the peacemaker of the group. She's always trying to calm down Winifred. She's trying to be like her confidant. Like she's always like giving her boosts of confidence and things like that. So
Mm.
she
Yeah,
is a likable person in this.
She's like the
Besides
classic middle
being a
child.
child-eating witch.
Yeah.
yeah. And like as an actress as well, I just think how did she keep that facial expression
Oh my
like
goodness, yeah.
whilst
Was it?
filming?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
because I don't think it was
Yeah.
like visual effects or makeup or anything. I think she actually did that. I mean,
Can't
that
do
must
it.
have hurt. Imagine
Oh,
like
yeah,
coming out of
that's
that
it. John.
Her.
pose.
We're young.
Yeah, it's an interesting character choice and like that like dog like bark twitch that she does. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know, very interesting.
It shouldn't
yeah.
work, but it's just perfect.
Mhm.
Oh,
And I
Ed's.
love for her like hairdo. It's supposed to look like a pumpkin stalk, kind of, because it kind of
Mm.
goes like that. So I always
Oh.
kind of like that.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I tried to do with my hair last night, but it wouldn't stay up. But anyway.
I had the
Big
same issue.
magic spells.
Ed's put he may need to add this film to his lineup tonight. Yeah, do. It's like super fun. We do apologise for spoilers though if you haven't seen it. I forgot to say that at the start.
It's
We're
still
trying
worth the
not to be
watch,
too
though.
spoilery, but it's just so much fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I also liked Sarah Jessica Parker said that that scene when she has the spider and she like eats the spider. Apparently, she actually really ate whatever that was. She actually really ate it. She didn't spit it out. She
Oh,
actually swallowed it.
Oh, didn't know
oh
So
that
my
part.
God.
yeah, so
Mm.
she took that very serious. And apparently Jennifer Lopez was offered the role of Sarah
Whoa.
originally.
Oh,
Could you imagine
interesting.
Jennifer Lopez playing that role? I can't. Could you, Josh? I can't picture it at all.
I'm trying. I don't know, maybe she's too sweet.
Mm,
Like Sarah is, I guess, is kind of sweet, but J-Lo has a different kind of sweetness to her. I don't
I
yeah.
want
know.
to see
Which
that
is more of
now.
like a rom-com.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
thought that was quite interesting. Could you imagine Jennifer
Mhm.
Lopez Brooker? I can't picture
Uh,
it.
I could only picture her as like a fourth, but she's not even a
Mm.
sister. She's like a distant cousin or something,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think picking Sarah Jessica Parker was the right choice because I think they all worked really, really well together as the
Mhm.
Sanderson sisters. Um, so with regards to other characters, then, do you have a personal favourite other character? Emma, do you have a personal favourite?
Danny.
I thought it
I
might
love
be.
her. Oh my gosh, the cutest little witch. And she's just so feisty and she doesn't let up. I love it. And I think I know all the lines are iconic, but for me, I think she had one of the best lines that never gets talked about. And she said it right at the end. Did I write it down? Yeah. And she said, doesn't matter if you're young or old, you sold your soul. You're the ugliest thing that ever lived. And that resonated with me. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter. None of that matters. You sold your soul. You're an ugly person. So for me, that line absolutely swings it for me. Danny's my favourite.
And if you've just joined the chat, Emma isn't saying that to me.
Not at all.
But no, I agree. That line has quite an impact, doesn't it? It's like I agree on
Yeah.
that. Yeah, definitely. No, but Danny is great. So Thora Birch, obviously is known. She's so well known now. So, but back then, I think this is probably maybe one of her first roles. I might be wrong on that. How about you, Brooker? Who's your favourite other character?
It's really hard to say. I mean, I really like the dynamic between Danny and Max, her brother. But I guess maybe just because I was a young kid growing up watching this, I always kind of identified with Max because I was the older brother. I had a younger sister, and they play. It's very believable that they're siblings, and I always kind of love how they were able to press each other's buttons so much. And when she's like really embarrassing him in front of Allison and talking about like her yabos and everything. And there's like something that she said because like he like really want to go out with Allison that night, and he just goes, "Dude!" Like he does like that like older brother frustration, like, come on, like I always really enjoyed that. So yeah, I guess Max.
I had to look on this. Tell me if this is just me, but I didn't know what yabos was.
No.
Yabos?
Yeah, yeah.
I can't even say it. I had to actually look it up what it was. And I was like,
yes.
oh, okay. Now it makes it more funny. Now I know what it is, but I've never
Didn't they
heard
make it
that.
up for the movie? It's not a real slang word. They just made it up.
I don't know if you Google it, it comes up.
I haven't heard it outside of Hocus Pocus, but just like in context, like I got
Yeah.
it. Like
It means eyes. I'm sure it means eyes.
Oh, Creek Talk podcast has said Thora Birch was the biggest child actress back in the 90s. Monkey Trouble,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, dear. My memory. It's my
And
memory.
Now and Then. She was in Now and Then as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like the female Stand
she's
By
so
Me.
good. I don't think I ever clicked. I obviously have seen those films, but with Thora Birch, I think it was the whole that made me notice her, if that makes sense. Because I don't know have you seen the whole? Josh, you have. Yeah. Have you seen that, Brooker? The whole?
no, I haven't.
You'd really like it, and you would, Emma. It's really, really good.
Got young Keira Knightley, hasn't it?
Yeah, and young Lawrence Fox.
Oh no.
Wow. We want to watch that now, don't we?
I know I shouldn't have mentioned that.
I was going to say, is it a horror?
So, just for context, Brooker, Lawrence Fox is a British actor, but he's been in a lot of trouble over here lately.
Trouble, yeah.
I'm being polite.
Yeah.
Trouble
how
is
about-
like getting a speeding ticket. Well, I'm pretty sure he's in more than trouble, but yeah.
But yeah, the whole is really good. How about you, Josh? Who's your other favourite character?
I think Max probably was my favorite when I was younger. But I think maybe like I love Billy. I think Billy's such a unique thing, you know, and I love that he's sort of chases around the entire film and basically all he wants to do is open his mouth and tell the witches to back off kind of thing. Like, yeah, he's great. And the makeup's amazing.
Oh, so good.
What's his name? Doug
Jones.
Doug
Yeah,
Jones.
he does a lot of that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's great.
He's so good. He's in, I know Brooker's watched this, so What We Do in the Shadows, which Dustin recommended to me, which is just brilliant. If you haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows, it's hilarious.
Very fun show.
And Doug Jones is in that, obviously fully made up.
Another creature. Yeah.
Yeah, and in Star Trek Discovery, which I'm a huge fan of, he plays a creature in that as well. He's just so good at those type of roles. He's brilliant. Apparently, you know, when he opens his mouth in Hocus Pocus, when his like mouth is like sewn up and he opens it and the moths come out, apparently those were actually real moths that came out of his mouth.
Method actor.
Oh no.
I appreciate it.
No,
That's like Candyman style.
Oh yeah, no, we don't like that.
I could not do
I would
that.
take the moths
I'd be
with these,
screaming.
though.
Yeah, absolutely.
But can you just imagine that, having them in his mouth, like,
It'd be fluttering around.
oh no,
Trying to get out.
Oh no, I can't deal. I
What if
can't
you
Gross.
deal with it.
accidentally swallowed a couple?
I bet
That's
you
give
he
Sarah,
could.
Sarah Jessica Parker a
Oh,
run for her money.
How would
oh,
it?
No,
oh no! Can you imagine? Oh no! And it would
That
have
would be
moth
like really
I don't like
babies, and
moths.
oh no!
It would be really
I'm
great
really
if he had like a
scared.
line afterwards. Him going, I thought that there was more.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no! Oh, it's made me all go cold. That has, because I'm really not a moth fan at
I'm not.
all.
I like spiders. Oh,
Yeah. No, yeah. Creek Talk podcast has put I couldn't do the bugs or moths.
Oh,
Kat's put that her favourite character was Binks. Um,
oh,
and
Yeah, that's a good one.
I kind of have to agree. I love Binks. And also the fact that it was two different actors as well. So you
Which
had
is bizarre.
it's so like yeah. So obviously you had Sean Murray who played the human Thackeray Binks. And even though he was American, apparently he'd been living in Australia and picked up a bit of the Australian accent. So he was dubbed over when he was the cat by Jason Marsden. Basically just because they wanted Binks to sound more old worldy sounding rather than like a young Australian / American child. But
Yeah.
I have to say, like, I don't think you notice it.
no.
Like, I don't
no, I
think you
didn't.
notice it. I think they did a good job there.
Yeah.
And wasn't
It's a good
the
voice.
wasn't the animatronic cat then used for Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Really?
think so. Honestly,
Oh, that's
please,
awesome.
someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I was like, no
Oh,
way.
I love that cat.
Was it in
That
season
was
one?
so rude in
But the
Sabrina.
cat in season one was really bad. It looked like
It probably
it
was.
was really bad.
It probably was. But I'm sure I read that somewhere. Not Brooker was nodding, so I think Brooker's heard that
Yeah,
as well.
and when I've previously covered this movie like a couple years ago, and I remember that coming up in the research. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh, I got something right. Makes a change. Cameron's put, I'm just scrolling back up. So going back to the witches, Cameron's put Mary is the only sensible one. Sarah had an affair with Winnie's boyfriend, Billy
Oh,
Butcherson,
yes.
who we just spoke about.
Oh yeah.
And she went mad trying to prove how pretty she was. She even poisoned Billy to keep him quiet. Yeah, so Mary was the only sensible one out of them all, really.
Hard done by poor
Yeah.
old Mary.
Yeah, I think that all was
She's
just
also
all...
an enabler.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Can't let her off the hook too much.
So have you got a favourite moment in Hocus Pocus? Brooker, have you got a favourite moment?
Oh my God, there's so many. To
So
choose
many.
from.
Such a hard question.
I'm gonna bring. God, there's too many. Okay, I'm gonna say three, not three nominees. I'm sorry, I can't just pick one.
Go on then.
So,
I love whenever they're into Sanderson's house, like when they break in the early on. That's just a lot of fun, and Max is trying to, save the day with like the burning ring of death, which is great. Whenever when they're in the cemetery, it's a lot of fun. And then I think like the last thing I'll say is, of course, like the big musical number. Besides like
Yeah.
the musical numbers being very, very fun and kind of iconic now, I love the Max's parents in this movie. I actually love them as like side characters because they were. I love like the mom dressed up as Madonna and the dad like. When Max is trying to tell him that they're in trouble, he like brings him aside. You can just see he's just trying to go like full dad mode. He's like trying to sober up from the night. Be like, son, what's going on? Like, I don't know. I just love his parents. I found his parents to be very funny, even though we only get them for like a couple of minutes. So that's why I love the big musical number because we also get them involved.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like that. That was a good three choices there. I like that. How about you, Josh? Have you got any favourite moments? It's a
for
hard
me,
question.
Yeah, for me, it's just the musical moment. And my makeup today is inspired by the host guy.
Yeah.
I don't have the hat.
Yes,
that's
so good. It's so good.
Thanks.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite bit. I love a musical number. I love that they kind of do rhyming spell lyrics in it as well, and
Yeah.
like watch out, kind of all the dance moves, and yeah, I just think it's brilliant.
Oh, so
So uplifting.
we'll be seeing Josh and Brooker recreating that dance and the song later on this evening.
Yes, I'm going to be getting skull makeup as well.
Yeah.
How about you, Emma? Have you got a favourite moment?
Yeah, I've got two. When the witches first come out of the house, and then they see the like the road,
It's so
and they're
funny.
like,
Oh,
"What is
yeah.
this?" You know, and then
It's
and
a
then Sarah
river.
jumps on it, like, "Oh," you know. So yeah, I really loved that. Whenever they did something, it was all new because they're from back in the day, and so now they've come out, they're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
So I really love that, and I think I like when Danny goes, "My big brother is going to get you," kind of thing, after all the sweets, and he's like, "Oh, what are you trying to get me killed?" You know, so that's a brilliant moment for me because he's sort of sitting there thinking, "What's she going to say?" And then she says that, and you think, "Oh no."
He's a little leaguer.
Well done, Danny.
Yeah, little leaguer.
He's a little leaguer. He's like, "Oh my God." So
Oh,
yeah,
it's
that's
just like
brilliant.
the classic younger sister, like embarrassing the older brother. Did that ever happen
Yeah.
to any of you? With any of your siblings, Brooker? I know you're the
Oh, I'm
older
sure.
brother, aren't you?
Yes, I'm sure loads of times. I'm trying to like think of an appropriate one. Somebody else go before me. I'll try to
Oh dear. I'm not sure whether Emma and Josh have got siblings. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, I have a younger
I've got a
sister.
brother.
Yeah, so you've got
I
a
have a
younger
younger brother.
sister. Oh, okay. So
Uh,
any times that you can think of where they've
Oh, all the
embarrassed
time.
you?
yeah, I can't think of just one.
Actually, I
Yeah.
think I'm the embarrassing one.
It was more like, "Mum, Jess is copying me again," and Mum would say, "Oh, copying is the highest form of flattery," and I'd be like, "That's so
Oh,
annoying."
Mum,
Yeah, it's every day, Mum, every day.
it's plagiarism.
Yeah.
I think one of my favourite scenes is the bus, um,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
bus scene, because
wobble,
obviously,
wobble. Yeah.
as a child watching it, that scene was just funny for it being funny. But obviously, as an adult watching it, you realise how many like sexual innuendos are in that
Yeah.
one small scene. And it's just hilarious. It's like, especially when like Bette Midler, Winnie, who says, "We desire children," and then the bus driver's like, "Hey, it may take me a couple of tries, but I don't think there'll be a
Just,
problem."
just the worst response ever. Just, dude,
And
when
so
when
great.
when y'all were like, younger watching this for the first time, because I remember when I was a kid and I watched the bus scene for the first time, I was like scared for the well-being of the bus driver because I thought like the witches were gonna do like kill him or something. Like, were y'all like worried for him at all when y'all were first watched this, or am I
I
alone
guess
on
when I
that?
was younger, maybe I'd be like a bit like, "Ooh, um, yeah, I think so." Because obviously they're a bit unhinged, aren't they? The
Yeah.
sisters, and a bit unpredictable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that. Yeah, definitely. It's such a great scene. I just love it. Every time that scene comes up, and I know it's coming up, I'm just like, oh, just
Here he comes.
brilliant.
I like the one with the cop when the fake cop kind of, I just a
Yeah.
couple
That's
of
a good
years, I
one.
thought I was a cop.
Oh, I love that as well.
Yeah. There's
So
so
many
many funny
great
little
scenes.
bits.
Yeah, just
Hmm.
brilliant, brilliant. Karen's put, "I love when Billy gets his voice back and yells, 'Bucktooth mop riding firefly from hell.'" Yeah, I
Pretty good
like
insult.
that.
Billy was great.
Yeah, great, brilliant. So, what I thought we'd do, this might be a bit of chaos, but it might be a bit of fun. I thought we'd have like a little quiz.
Ooh.
We'll see how it goes. So, not quite sure how this will work, but So, Josh, your buzzword, so your buzzer in, you say hocus. Emma,
Okay.
your pocus. And Brooker, your book. Because
Cool.
that's the only
Okay,
other thing
okay.
I could think of.
I like it.
So
But you
if
have to
you know...
go book.
book!
I'll do my best. I don't know. I don't really want to lose subscribers, Shelley. So
So I've got my little scoring chart here, so I'm going to keep tabs. As I say, this is just a bit of fun. Some of my answers might be wrong. Please don't shoot me.
if I'm ever wrong, that means you're wrong. So
I've tried my best. Okay, so if you know the answer, shout in, I'll go to whoever shouts in first. This is going to be chaos. So, okay, question 1. Which colour is associated with Mary Sanderson?
Hocus.
Josh.
Is it red?
Yes, ding ding. 1 for Josh. Question 2. Obviously, if you're watching the chat, join in. You can pop the answers up. I might not be able to keep tally. Question 2. Which word does Winnie hate being called?
Hocus.
Josh.
Oh, Josh is going to win this. He's so far.
Ugly.
Oh, yeah, ugly. Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
I just want to point out that Josh did say earlier that he watched this movie on YouTube for like 12 years. So he might have
know
this
the entire script.
Frankly, we'll be disappointed if Josh doesn't win this quiz, is what we're saying. Question 3. When Sarah found her broom was broken, what did she use to fly around?
Coco!
Ooh, Emma!
Is that right? Oh, mop!
Yeah! Question 4. Can you guess the speaker of this line? Come on, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus.
Coco!
Emma.
Max.
Yeah!
So Winifred says it as well.
Does she?
Oh,
She does it well.
yeah, bonus point.
Yeah.
Bonus point. Point.
Do we give bonus point to Josh?
We have to.
I'll give him a half.
Let the chat decide.
Question 5. Which is the last ingredient to be added to the potion? Josh.
Add a piece of thine own tongue.
Yeah!
Okay, that's fine because I was wrong. I thought it was dead.
Have I made these too easy, or is like Josh just really good?
Josh is just really good.
Question 6. Who called the witches a hag?
Hocus.
Oh, yeah, Josh.
Is it Billy?
Was it Josh?
Oh.
No, not Billy. So, Brooker.
Come on, Brooker.
Was it Ice and his friend?
No.
Oh.
Well, not according to my research.
Hocus.
Go on, Josh.
Is it Binks?
Binks.
Yeah.
Question 7. Which kitchen item can be used to protect? Oh, shall I start again? Which kitchen item? Go on, Emma.
Salt.
Yeah. How you got that from my awful question and asking? I do never know. Question 8. Which character spoke these lines? You should get this. You buck-tooth, mop-riding, firefly
Hocus.
from hell. Josh.
Billy.
What was that?
Billy Butcherson.
Billy, yeah. Question 9. Which Sanderson sisters did Billy date?
Hocus.
Oh.
Well, Mary, originally. Isn't it?
No.
Ah.
Oh.
Anyone else?
Book?
Go on, Brooker.
Which ones did he date? Winifred and Sarah?
Yeah. Well done. Woohoo!
Yay! Point on the board.
Question 10. What do Jay and I steal?
Hocus.
Oh.
Pair of sneakers.
Yes.
And correct terminology there. Didn't say
Trainers, which I found out that Brooker didn't know what the hell I was on about when I tried to make a joke about trainers the other day. Did you, Brooker?
Yeah, no, that was confusing but funny. But I realized on this rewatch that they do call them cross trainers in the movie.
Oh.
Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood. Creek Talk Podcast has put Shelley the toughest non-judge on Instagram live today. So bad. I'm like, half a point. Question 11. Can you remember what Max and Danny's father dressed up for as Halloween?
Hocus.
Josh.
Dracula?
Yes.
It's Dadcula. But yeah.
Dadcula.
Dracula. Question 12. What does Max promise Danny to dress up for next Halloween? To dress up as for next. Oh yeah, go on, Brooker.
Peter Pan with tights.
Woohoo!
Hey!
That's what we're all dressing up as next year. You all promised me. Question 13. Which character spoke the last line of the movie?
Hocus.
Go on, Josh.
Thackeray
I don't
Binks'
know.
sister. Is it Thackeray Binks' sister?
No.
Oh.
It's either Jay or Ice. Right?
Oh, do you know what? I might have this wrong.
Was it Danny?
I've got that it was Thackeray Binks. So as they're walking out the gate.
Because he answers her. She says what took so long, and he says a virgin lit the black candle. Yeah.
But now you say that, Ice, really, that isn't the last scene in the film. So questionable. No. I need the sack. Bad questions. At the end of the movie, who drinks the potion?
Hocus.
Max.
Brooker got in there first. Max. Woohoo! Brooker!
Oh,
sorry, I didn't know
some
there was
cheating going on.
Two more questions left. So, how many times was the phrase "Hocus Pocus" used in the entire movie?
Hocus.
Go on, Josh.
5.
No.
Hocus.
Brooker.
2?
Yeah, 2. And my last question, although it would have been close. Bonus question, I called this because I thought I might have a tiebreaker because I knew that you were all fans, so I thought better do an extra one. So when Danny and Alison dance after burning the Sanderson sisters alive, the fountain in the background was used in which TV show? Go on, Josh.
The Friends TV show.
Yeah! So I can formally announce that Josh is our Hocus Pocus winner. Yay!
I demand a recount.
Me too.
Or you just need someone better at asking the questions.
Need to be faster on the buzzer.
Than me. Oh, dear. Thank you for playing along with that. That was like, I thought, I was a bit like, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? So obviously there's rumours that is it rumours or is it confirmed that they're making a sequel?
I think
they're shooting it right now, aren't they?
Are they shooting it now?
I think it's supposed to come out next year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Creek Talk Podcasters, but I'm loving Josh's competitiveness.
Josh came to win. He came to play.
I think Josh just really watched it a lot.
Guys, I just knew the answers. You know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh dear! I think it should have been like your mastermind topic, and you'd win.
We should have had Josh come up with the questions because he would have picked like really hard.
Oh no!
Really hard ones.
Oh dear! I know. I tried, guys.
No,
I think it was great.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of one actually, but I can't remember what the answer is. But the high school has a really weird name. It's like
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Jamie something
no,
high
I
school, I
can't
think.
think.
If
Don't know.
anyone knows the answer
Yeah.
out there, let us know. I don't know. That would have been a good one. Why didn't I think of that? So yeah, so the sequel, so it's in production now. So do we think we need a sequel, and what are we expecting from a sequel? Emma, what do you think?
I think we definitely need a sequel. Absolutely. I don't know what to expect. Obviously, they went poof at the end of the movie, so I'm thinking, how are they going to come back again? Obviously, it's magic, so they
Yeah.
can. But I just would like to see how they're going to bring them back and when. I mean, is it going to be current? Is it going to be like today? All the kids going to have mobile phones? Is it going to be when Danny's an adult? Ooh, what's going to happen? I'm really excited.
Ooh. Has there been any? Has there been any? Who's confirmed in the cast? Obviously, the three main
Yeah.
characters. Has anyone else been confirmed? I'm not
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know.
sure. I've just read like some like plot details about like what like the premise is, but I haven't seen the
Yeah,
cast.
yeah. So, are you excited for the sequel, Brooker? What do you think we're going to see in the sequel?
Um, I don't think we need a sequel because this is like perfect and like just watch this. But I'm still gonna watch it, you know. I think that from what I've read, it's supposed to be about Max and Allison's daughter who doesn't believe in magic. That's like
Ah,
what I've
Oh,
read is supposed to be about, but that could have been bogus material. I don't know. So maybe we might get something like
ooh.
that.
I think that would be quite good, actually.
hmm And
Hmm,
Danny better be in it. I'll
interesting.
be upset if Danny's not in it.
Yeah, she just has to be in it, doesn't she? She has to be.
hmm
Josh, what do you think? Do you think we need a sequel? What do you think? What do you hope for from the sequel?
I'm excited in theory, just because I love the first one so much that if the second one's anywhere near as good, it's going to be great. But the same as Emma. I just feel like how is it going to work? How are they going to come back? Is there a satisfying way for them to come back? And then if it's set in modern day, is that a little bit sort of rubbish? Like, I don't know.
Mm,
But I'm
yeah.
excited that the three sisters are back. That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
And like
definitely.
they did that Halloween special. Was it Halloween special last year where they sort
Like
of
a
briefly
reunion.
reunited,
Yeah, they did like a
and they looked
Cool.
reunion.
basically exactly the same. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, yeah, theoretically I'm very excited, but actually we'll see.
Does it follow? You know, they brought like a book out, which was like Hocus Pocus sequel. Is it going to follow that
Hmm.
book? Um,
I think Karen's put here
hmm.
something about possibly the book turns
Oh,
Jay and Ice
yeah.
into warlocks. An adult Omri Katz has to
Oh,
oh,
take them down and face his fears.
Oh,
oh. Okay, so
that's
that's
okay.
actually
the
kind of
book.
interesting.
That would explain what happened to them after they were left hanging in the house.
Singing Row Your Boat.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to see what happens to them, even though they weren't like main characters in the first one. It was just
Mm.
like that ending was just hilarious. But
hmm
yeah, I'm open minded about it. I
I'm here for
think
that.
yeah, I think it would be interesting, and I just want to see Bette Midler in something again because
Mm.
I love her. And
Yeah,
I'd be
Karen's put.
interested.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry, go on.
I'd be interested to see if their relationship as sisters is different or if it continues to be exactly the same as it always has been. Maybe Mary decides
Mm,
that she wants to take the spotlight, or
Oh.
that kind of thing could happen.
yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be
Mm.
interesting to see if that dynamic will change or not.
Oh, I like all these theories. You've really thought about it. Like I've just been like, oh, do I want a sequel? Yeah, kind of do.
Yuri
as
has
long
a
as it's
treatment ready.
as long as it's got Bette Midler in it, I'm happy. I was just going to say, Karen put the school is called Jacob Bailey High School.
That's the one.
That's the
That's the
one.
one.
Like,
Well
There
done,
is still
Karen.
like
half a
Bailey.
second, I thought you were about to say Jacob Marley High School. I was like,
That would have been great.
Oh, that would have been good. So that's kind of the end of Hocus Pocus chat. But what are our Halloween plans? Obviously, it's evening time here, and it's like afternoon for Brooker. What have you got planned for the rest of the evening, Josh?
I had a Halloween party last night, so I'm feeling very fragile today. The face paint has hidden, a multitude of sins. So, I'm probably going to go and play with my own little Thackeray Bing.
Oh, look.
Oh,
And,
hi, Benny.
Cute.
and then I'm just going to collapse, yeah.
I love the way he just sits there. Like, I can't have my
Yeah.
cats in here with me because they just claw at me.
Oh, he's been good today.
Oh, bless him. He's so sweet. How about you, Emma? What are your plans for the rest of the evening? I was like, what's she doing?
I'm just gonna pig out on a Halloween jumpsuit.
It looks so good.
How about you? I don't blame you, Emma. Honestly, that's what I'm going to do. I think we've got some cakes downstairs. How about you, Brooker? You're in the afternoon there, so you've got like the rest of the afternoon and the evening.
yes, we
So
are
what are
going
your
to
plans?
be making some we'll be making some mummy brownies, which it's basically just
Ooh.
brownies with white icing, but we're going to add like the icing to make it look like mummy wrappings.
Yeah.
I
And then
like
just watching a
that.
bunch of movies. We're watching a bunch of horror movies. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to watch a scary movie, I think, after this. I'm not sure what yet, but yeah, we're going to watch something, definitely. And then like Halloween costumes, are we staying in our Halloween costumes or are we getting straight in that shower and washing it off?
This is me for the
You
rest of
staying
the
in
day.
your-
This is
I actually quite like it. I think I'm just going to wear this every day now.
I
quite
think,
like
yeah,
it.
I was going to say,
I'm going to work like this.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Yeah, I think it should just be like your usual look,
yeah.
Kat's put, Brooker, apparently you're going to watch Young Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
it.
sounds good. I've never seen
Classic.
that, actually. Never seen
Oh,
that.
Shelley, you gotta see it.
I know, so disappointed.
Very funny.
Oh, okay. Maybe I might have to look that up then. What's everyone's favourite Halloween films other than Hocus Pocus? What do we normally watch on Halloween?
Oh man.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. Sleepy Hollow is like a favorite of mine.
Yeah,
for
we normally
October. So it's like that, and another one that's like really random for me that I like to watch on Halloween for some reason is House on Haunted Hill, the 1999 remake.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
Just because
yeah.
that was like the first horror movie I watched as a kid, and I don't know, I've always like really liked it for that reason. So I kind of always watch that around Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And Brooke, the reason why I asked this is as well, Brooker hosts a brilliant podcast called Autopsy of a Horror Movie. It's one of my favourite podcasts, and Brooker is just
Thank
so
you.
brilliant at honestly, talking about all the films and the way that he talks about them. And sometimes you do like commentary tracks, which I hope you're bringing back. But yeah, so I love it. So honestly, check Brooker and Brooker's
Shelley.
podcast out. How about you, Josh? What films do you normally watch on Halloween? Do you watch the same ones or do you go different every year?
I normally just get out the old classics like the original Halloween, Scream films, I Know What You Did Last Summer, all of those classics. I love Paranorman as well. It's quite a fun little spooky film,
Oh yeah,
which
that's
no one
a
really
good one.
talks about that much, but it's really fun.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
ages since I watched that.
Good.
Ooh,
I think it
you're
is
giving
on
me like
streaming.
ideas. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
How
or I
about you,
watch
Emma?
or I watch like TV show episodes like the Buffy Halloween special and
Yeah.
Charmed. We've been watching all the Simpsons Halloween episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just go
Treehouse
through
of
all
Horrors.
those. The Bob Yes, exactly. Like Bob's Burgers do some great Halloween episodes as well. So
Oh,
yeah.
I know Brooker likes Bob's Burgers.
I love Bob's
I've
Burgers.
never watched Bob's
I've
Burgers.
It's
seen it. Yeah.
great.
I know.
You would
I
love
need
it.
to. Oh,
Well,
okay. I
I
Yeah.
need
wanted
to
to
check that
add
out.
to Josh's list that I also love to watch the Boys Meets Worlds, Boy Meets World
Ah,
Halloween special, and then there was Sean.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight.
I love the. Has anyone watched Modern Family?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
love their Halloween
Yeah.
episodes just for the competitiveness between the. I forgot. I'm
The
so bad
Claire
with
and
names.
Claire
Yeah,
and
with
Phil.
Claire and Phil, that's it.
Yeah.
The competitiveness that they have about Halloween, and like they really want to scare the kids, and they not their kids, like other people's kids, and like they just go for it every year. And then like every year, so every Halloween episode every year, they up the ante. And the
Mhm.
final one that they did in the final series was like Claire was determined that this year she was going to scare Phil, and it's just so clever, and it's the best one, and I just love rewatching those because it's just brilliant. And also Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Oh yeah.
the Halloween heists,
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
great.
either the one in the first series, the Halloween episode, or the one in the second series. I can't remember which one. Actually, had to pause the TV because I was laughing that much. I just couldn't catch my breath. I actually
Great
nearly wet
show.
myself because
TMI,
it's
Shelley,
just so
TMI.
funny. You need to watch it. It's the captain. He pulls this face behind like Jake, and it's only like a couple of seconds, but it's I'm even thinking about it now. It's the face that he pulls during this heist. It's just so funny. So I like watching like TV episodes and things like that. Cat's Book Brooklyn Nine-Nine has amazing Halloween episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Creek Talk podcast said, Brooker, your latest episode recapping the new Scream trailer was so good.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thank you.
yeah. And also Creek Podcast has put I love watching Halloween 4 for some reason on Halloween night. It reminds me of my childhood. Aww.
So many people love Halloween 4. I find
Yeah,
it so
Halloween 4 is
interesting.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I rewatched it
yeah.
recently. I love it. Has some great establishing shots at the beginning with like
Mm-hmm.
the fields and pumpkins and stuff. It's really atmospheric.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I haven't really watched the Halloween films for like years. I
They're
really
all on
need to
Netflix.
rewatch them. I know.
They just
I'm
landed, yeah.
slacking.
Are they? Oh, shoot. I might have to check that out.
Karen's put she's watching Anna and the Apocalypse.
Oh, I love that
I've
film.
heard that's
that.
great.
Really fun.
Yeah. And also as well, I've been listening to Josh's podcast as well, Torn Stubs. So you've just done a Halloween special because it's been four years since you've been running your podcast, Josh.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Feel so
amazing
old.
with Rob.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you've just done a Halloween special of the Fear Street trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
My
listening to
third
that at
time
the
watching
moment.
them this year.
I was going
Watched
to
them
say.
so many times.
You'll be able to do like a Fear Street quiz. I can do that next time. And then you'll be like winning that as well.
Yeah.
So honestly, check that out as well. Emma, what are you watching anything tonight?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We've started watching the is it Lock and Key, the second season? Is that what it is? Is that what it's called? I always get it mixed up. Is it Lock and Key or Key and Lock? But yeah, we started watching that, so we're probably going to carry on watching that this evening because that's quite creepy. I quite like that. Have you seen it, Shelley?
Yeah, I've seen the first series and I really liked it. I hadn't realised the second series was out, so I need to get on that. Yeah, I really liked it. So that's based on the graphic novels, isn't it? Is it Joe?
Is it Joe Hill? Yeah, Stephen King's son.
Yeah. No, it's really good, like creepy and atmospheric.
And he did a cameo in the first one, Joe Hill. He was in it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. See if you can
Oh.
spot him. If you watch it
Oh,
again.
I'm going to have to rewatch now. Sometimes with TV series, I have to rewatch the first series before I watch like the next series. It's
Yeah.
like my memory's just so not great. Yeah. So, it sounds like you've got all the plans and all the cakes and all the fun.
I've got all the cake.
Just jealous. But thanks for joining us. Joining me, chatting about this, and everyone who's joined in. Like, it's been really great, and thanks, Brooker, for being like our special guest of the month.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Brooker.
Absolutely. Thank you, all three of you. This has been such a lovely experience. It'd be a great way to celebrate the holiday.
Yeah. Oh,
If
yeah.
you don't mind, I wanted to share one cool piece of trivia about Hocus Pocus that
Yes.
I just
Yes.
found to be super
Yeah.
fascinating. So, you know how the Sanderson sisters, you know how they all like kind of fly their brooms a certain way? The like stunt coordinator, to get an idea of like how those actresses would want to fly their broomsticks, he drove in cars with them to see how they drove, and then just had them mimic their driving patterns
No way.
and behavior on the
wow.
broomsticks. So I thought that was really interesting.
So does that mean Sarah Jessica Parker drives kind of like this? Like this
Like lying down.
lying down.
Well, the thing is, I suspect she doesn't drive, she cruises. Yeah, it's two completely different strategies.
That's what I say to my husband. I'm like, I don't drive, I just cruise when I'm like driving really bad. I'm like, nah, I'm just cruising. Oh God, I'm
That's a
so
great
going to use
fact.
that.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's really
And
cool.
didn't I think Sarah Jessica Parker as well was she found the harness or something uncomfortable. So once she was
Oh,
like
she found
up
it super
there,
comfortable.
Yeah, she found it super comfortable.
She loved it.
oh, she found it really comfortable. I thought she found it uncomfortable. So once she was up there, she just stayed up there instead of getting the stunt coordinator to bring her back down. But
Yeah.
anyway.
I read that she used to just like hang out reading between takes and stuff, just
Yeah.
suspended. Yeah.
Oh, so she must have loved it
Yeah.
rather than found it uncomfortable. She must have found it comfortable. Oh,
Yeah.
that says a
Being
lot about
weightless,
Sarah
that's gotta be
Jessica.
fun.
Yeah, amazing.
Well, Sex in the City,
Oh, no, I
swinging from
love
things,
that
I suppose.
Very true. Very true.
Good old SJP.
Oh no, brilliant. Oh no, I love that, Brooker. Thanks for sharing that. That's
Absolutely.
really interesting. I love little stuff like that, trivia things.
Mhm.
But yeah, guys, thank you ever so much, and thanks to everyone
Shelley.
for joining in.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Shelley.
Shelley.
We'll be back next month with another film we haven't picked yet, but we will be back. This month has just gone so quick. I just don't know where it's gone. But have a lovely, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And enjoy your cakes
Happy
and
Halloween.
sweets and your films and whatever plans that you have. So we'll leave you with like a bit of a spooky woo or something like that. We'll see how it goes.
Everybody throw their smoke bombs.
All right, bye.
Happy Halloween.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.